More spring 2024 anime thoughts. Let's talk about Mission Yozakura Family. So, again, I haven't read the manga, but a lot of my mutuals do, and they talk about how good the story is, and so I figured I'd check it out. Here are my initial thoughts. First of all, basic plot for this is these two kids are childhood friends. I would say they're maybe middle schoolers or high schoolers. Let's say they're around 15 to 16. That's how they look. And so fairly recently, the redhead kid sadly loses all of his family in a tragic car accident. And at the funeral, his friend here is holding his hand. And he starts to think about how he doesn't want to get close to anyone ever again because he's frightened of losing them. Because, I mean, honestly, the trauma, that's so awful. Literally overnight, he became the sole person in his family. That's honestly, I can't even imagine how devastating that has to be, especially for a kid. But his friend here, she's very sweet and very patient and very understanding, and they're close. They're very close because they've known each other basically their whole lives. Anyway, turns out she has a bit of a secret, and that is that her family, the Yozakura family, because Yozakura is her last name, are spies. And he finds this out because the teacher in his class kind of gets a bit weird with her, and one day calls him to his office to talk to him, and they start showing him all these pictures of her that this guy has taken. And he has pictures of her when she was like a toddler, a baby, and he's sat going, well, why would he have all these photos? That's really creepy. I need to report this dude because he's an adult. I mean, it doesn't say how old he is, but I'm guessing mid-20s. Anyway, turns out that's her older brother, and he assumed a new identity in order to watch over her because there was an incident a few years back where she almost, because of his actions, the brothers, I forgot his fucking name. Anyway, so there's a little bit of siscon going on there, and if you follow me, you know I fucking hate that shit. But anyway, I guess it is relevant to the story. Still weird to me, but essentially he's super overprotective of her. And so he has a knife to this kid's head, and he's about to him. And then her older sister, who doesn't look like her older sister at all, she looks very young, kind of takes him to safety, and then everything's explained to him. And then they tell him the only way to escape being harmed by the older brother is to marry her, or marry one of the Yozakura family. And so the older sister's suggestion is they get married because they're the same age, whatever. And it's not like a traditional wedding where they go and get married. They basically, everyone in the family wears these weddings type bands with a cherry blossom flower on them. And actually it's a band. I'm sorry, stupid watch. But anyway, so the bands have a band within them. Like it's bandception here, I guess. And so if you take off the outside band, there's a smaller band inside. You give the outside band to the person you want to marry, and then that's it. And so basically then you become part of the family, and the only rule this family has is no one could kill another family member. So they say, well, the best way to protect yourself against the older brother, because he will respect the rule, is to marry her. And initially she refuses and says, no, he just lost his entire family. Like, it's really insensitive to us to bring him into our family drama, and suggest he joins another family when he's literally still grieving his loss, which honestly, very mature for a 15-year-old. I'm very impressed. Anyway, what ends up happening is the older brother comes back to try and get him. She kind of agrees to some really unreasonable demands from the older brother to stay basically locked in the house away forever from everybody, without a phone, any contact with anybody aside from the family, to try and save his life. And he's like, no, hell no. Comes out of hiding and says, nope, I'll marry her. And so she takes the band off and she throws it to him. And the older... Sorry, my watch again. The older brother tries to stop him, but he doesn't. He gets the band, he puts it on, becomes part of the family. So yeah, interesting. I like the art style. I think it's really cute. The animation is very good too. My initial impressions are, don't really like the older brother and his weird obsession with his little sister. I don't like the cis-con, bro-con trope. I think it's been way overdone for fucking decades, and we need to leave it alone now. But other than that, I do think it's good. All the siblings are very interesting. I'm curious whether they're biologically siblings or whether some of them are like marriages between them or what, because none of them look alike. Like, none of them look alike. I also would like to know where their parents are, because there's no parents here. It's just a group of siblings. So yeah, guess I'm curious to see where all that goes. But yeah, overall I think it's pretty nice. Again, like I said, I've got a lot of mutuals that read the manga and say it's really good. So I will be watching this weekly, and I'm interested to see where the story goes. But you guys let me know what you think, and thanks for watching.